everybody, it's Ashley back with another video. Today I will be telling you the story about telling you the story of when I had ran away 2 times when I was adopted. This was in like 2012, 2013. So let's get started. I think it was in 2012, like the ending or like in the middle. So I ran away 2 times and both times were 7 months that I was gone for. Okay, so I was at school one day, and mind you, my adoptive parent did not let me see my mother, my bio mom. So like I did not see my family for like 3 years straight. Wasn't able to call them, wasn't nothing. But anyways, let's get this started. Okay, so I was at school one day, and I remember coming, I remember coming outside, and I don't know, like, I guess they were looking for me, and I had came out, and this person, I will not be saying who, came, and I was like, you know, what are you doing here? And they were like, well, I was coming to come ask you, like, to come tell you, like, leave with us right now. And I think at that point I was kind of like scared, I guess you could say. I was nervous to run away. So they had gave me a little phone, like a cheap little minute phone. So I was like, oh sweet, okay, so now I get to keep in touch with you. So for like a week, I think, or like a couple of days, we were talking about it back and forth, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna hey, you know, like, let's do it this day, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, well, let's do it this day then. And the night that I was supposed, like, okay, so, well, when I had the phone, I had to keep it a secret, like, obviously, right? But I had to literally hide it, like, basically under my bed charging at night. Was it under my bed, or I had it, like, I don't know, like, under my blankets or something, a certain way, so they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't know that I was charging anything, because I didn't have nothing that I needed charged, so I kept it a secret, and I was acting kind of weird, but I didn't act really weird, because I didn't want them to know anything was up. So the night that comes, I'm like laying there, I'm like, okay, we gotta stay awake, we gotta wait till everybody goes to bed, I gotta, you know, tell them what's going on. So I'm laying there, and then all of a sudden I just wake up, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, I fell asleep. So I texted them, and they were already there, like, they were waiting outside for me. I don't know how long, like, after I had got in touch with them, but they had messaged me saying, hey, we're outside, like, are you ready? I had to text them and be like, I am so sorry, I fell asleep. But okay, so we planned another day. I don't know how many days after. I don't know if it was the next day or if it was like a couple days, because I was still like scared. Like, I was literally scared, okay? So I'm like messaging them, and they're like, okay, we'll do it this day. So okay, a couple days pass. Bear with me, I'm just guessing. Let's say like 2, 3, 4 days. I don't even know. A couple days pass, and we plan it out. So I'm like, okay, I gotta wait till everybody goes to sleep first. I gotta stay up, obviously, and then, you know, I already had my stuff packed, right? So I'm like, okay, whatever, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna, you know, I'm gonna do it this time. I gotta do it. I was 15 the first time. Yeah, so I was 15 around this time. So we're over there, and I'm like, okay, so this is actually gonna go down. I don't think I told this person that I was gonna go, like, that I was gonna run away or not, because I didn't want this person to be like, dang, she's leaving, like, I don't want her to leave, so I'm gonna tell. but he did. And I love you for that. But anyways, so sorry, I'm like being all like, it may sound all dumb, but I'm just remembering as I'm like as it comes. So the night that it comes, everybody is asleep, and my adopted sister was obviously, it was a 2-level, so I was at the bottom, she's at the top, and I could just like, I knew she, like, I didn't know if she was awake or if she was asleep, but she had 2 dogs at the, well, they had 3, but she had 2 dogs at the time. And so I was kind of nervous because I know her TV was on because I could see the light. She was literally right above me, like right above me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So they text me like, we're here, we're coming through the gate. I'm like, oh my god, it's getting real. So I grab my stuff, I open the window, and this is when it gets real. Like, I'm like, okay, deep breath, let's get this done. I threw my bag out. I jumped the fuck out. Like, I don't know how she didn't hear me. Like, we ran so fast through the gate and then hopped right over and then hopped in the like ran towards the truck and hopped in. I got down and we were out. Like, let me tell you, it wasn't even like 5 minutes. Like, it was like, jump out the window and get your ass in the truck and we're out. Like, it was quick. So that night, they didn't see me leave or nothing. I don't think they noticed that night until morning, because when they had caught me or whatever, they said that they didn't even know until morning, until like when they didn't see me come out of my room. So sorry. So we go to where they were staying at, this person. So we're like staying there, whatever. And months go by. Like at the beginning, it was obviously it was great. It was crazy, and I couldn't believe that I had actually run away. But 7 months go by. Was it that time? Yes, okay, 7 months go by, and this person snitches me out, right? Snitches me out, and they catch me. The cops said, like, I just seen my adopted mom come, like, drive in with her car, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, my mouth was just like, oh no, like, this did not just fucking happen. So she's saying, where have you been? What are you doing? And I'm just like, oh my god, what do I do? I don't know if it was at that point that I realized you gotta run. Like, you need to just run. And I think that's when I did, because I don't remember the police coming yet. Yeah, no, I don't remember no police yet. I just remember her being right there. Well, them, whatever. So I just start running, and we hop over fences. And at the time I was with my ex, so we're hopping over fences. We hide in a fucking, like, excuse my language, we hide in these these apartments, like the little gate or whatever, and we're hiding there. And I'm just like, damn, like, I don't know what to do. Like, either these people are gonna catch me in the apartment and they're gonna call the police thinking I'm gonna, like, break in or something, or I'm gonna have to, like, get out and go find somewhere else. And let me tell you, there was nowhere else. So my ex was like, well, hey, let's hop in the car with them because they're right there, and we'll get out, and you know, we'll be out. So we hop in the car, and he goes to a gas station. A gas station. Like, are you that stupid? So we're at the gas station, and I did not even think, like, hey, let me see if he's lying and look at his gas tank. He's like, I need gas. So I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna get gas, and then I'll be out and I'll pump real quick. So he goes inside, right? Comes back out not even a minute later and says he forgot his wallet. Mind you, I'm like looking around sketch still, like, dude, you need to hurry up. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you taking forever? So I'm like, so he grabs his wallet, and I don't think he even steps out of the car. Like, I think he's like still out of the car, and sirens, and like I could just see the lights of police just go behind me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was just like, they set me up to get caught. So I'm like, dude, like, I'm done for. So I started like crying, like, you know, I was like breathing quick. So they got an ambulance and whatever. They gave me oxygen and stuff. Well, I don't think they gave me oxygen. I don't remember, but I remember they were there asking if I needed to go to the hospital. I think they actually took me to the hospital, and then they took. Okay, had to come inside. It was getting kind of cold, and my son needed to eat, so I fed him real quick. Okay, so the second time that I ran away. So this was a couple months, not even that long after the first time I had ran away. So it was like maybe 3 months or so. I don't know, whatever. So whatever, however many months go by, and I talked to my stepsister. She was like, you hate it here? I mean, she was asking me, she was like, you hate it here? She was like, why do you hate it here so bad? I was like, because I can't see my family. Like, the way you guys treat us, I can't go out and do anything. Like, the whole time I was living there, they would never allow me to go anywhere. I couldn't, like, if I had friends, the only person I could hang out with was my best friend. And even then, like, I was limited to when and how many times I hung out with her. And so it was whatever. But anyway, so she was asking me, she was like, so you wanna go with your mom? I said yes. No duh. Like, my mom, I love the fuck out of my mom. Like, I wanna go. Like, I've been wanting to see my mom. Been wanting to, you know, I was 16 the second time. Yeah, 16. 16? Yeah, I was around. No.
Yes, sweetie, mommy isn't her
Trying to remember. Yes, I was 16. Okay, so I was 16 around the second time that I ran away. So she was like, okay, we'll go ahead and call your mom. So I'm like, bet, the hell? Like, you ain't gotta tell me twice. So I went and I called my mom, and I'm like, Mom, where you at? She's a hotel. What hotel? She's this hotel. I'm like, okay, well, this person's dropping me off over there. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, she's gonna go and she's gonna drop me off. She was like, what? Like, okay, I'll be here. So I go, and she really did not believe that I was gonna be there, because, you know, she didn't think that this person was gonna do that. So she drops me off, and I get there, and she told me that she was gonna tell my adopted mother that we had went to go get food, and I had jumped out of the car and ran. I was like, whatever, do what you have to do. But I was like, as long as I get to go with my mom, then I don't care. Let me turn this down real quick. Okay, just turn it down. Okay, so I get there and I'm talking to my mom, whatever, and she's like, you know, what made her, I don't know exactly what we talked about or whatever, but yeah, she dropped me off, and I think this time, I think it was 7 months. Yeah, it was 7 months. So I don't know if it was a month later or whatever, we had actually went to Wyoming. So Wyoming was where we had went, and we were there living with my brother. So we're living there, and months go by, and I think the thing that kind of got me caught was my Facebook. I think they were like checking my Facebook. Like my mom even told me, don't have a Facebook. Like, even if you have a Facebook, like, a whole different name. Do not put your picture at all on there. Like, just don't. So I'm like, okay. But I didn't want to. I wanted a Facebook. I wanted to have friends like on my Facebook. I didn't want to like be bored. Okay, so my mom told me like, don't have a Facebook. They're gonna catch you. They're gonna find you. You know where you are, and you're gonna get caught again. So I'm like, no, like, it'll be okay. So whatever. I didn't believe her. Whatever. So one day we're just chilling. We hear a knock at the door, and it's the cops. Oh yeah, I forgot a little part from the first time I ran away. I'll include that here right now after this one. So we hear a knock at the door and we're like, okay, whatever. So they go and answer it. They're like, is Ashley here? And I'm like, who is that? Like I kind of thought it was a police officer because it sounded like it. So they literally was like, yeah, she's right here. So I go and they call me and they go and she's like, the cops are right there. And I'm just like, fuck, not again. Like, not again, please, not again. So they're like, you got shoes on? They're like, you gotta come with me. I'm like, can I go upstairs and get my jacket? They're like, no, you gotta grab your jacket from here or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Grab the closest jacket. That's the one that I got for Christmas, whatever. So I get my jacket and put me in a police car and they take me to the police station. So I'm talking to the police and they're telling me that I shouldn't have ran and blah blah blah. My adopted mom was there to pick me up. So they take me over there and they put me in a separate room and they told me to wait there or whatever. So I talked to the cop and I'm just like, well, my adopted sister dropped me off. She's the one that let me go. I didn't run away. She let me go. And they were like, no, you ran away, whatever. Like, they didn't want to believe me at all. Obviously, I was a little kid, so obviously they didn't want to believe me. And they'd rather believe, an adult like they always do than me. So I'm over there and talking to them, and then my adopted mom comes in. She's like, why'd you run away? I didn't think you wanted to run away again. I thought you were gonna stay there basically. Like, why would you do that? Whatever. Saw that happen. They took me back, and I don't know no, not that time. Okay. So I think that they put me in the kids shelter, not the kids shelter. Like when you go into foster care, basically, they put you like in a home with other kids until like either you're fostered out or you're adopted or whatever. So they put me in there, and I was there for like a week, and I didn't want to go back with them, obviously. So they gave me the choice on like what I could do, and that's when they had given me the choice to go to Job Corps. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go there because it sounds fun. So went there, and that was how I ran away. Okay, so a little part of the first time I had ran away, that time there was a couple times I ran from the cops. So in the middle of that, I didn't want to get caught, obviously, So we're chilling at the apartment, and this person decides, hey, let me go and do this to get the cops to come over here, basically, like, to get the cops called on us so we can get caught and all this other crap. So we're chilling and we're asleep. Me and my mom were asleep. And so, what was it? So they had came and knocking at the door, and we're like, okay, that's just, no, they didn't knock. They had came in and was like, Karen, come out here right now, or something like that. So we're like, I thought it was this, I thought it was either of the two people that were, we're supposed to come back. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, okay. And I just keep hearing it. And then I hear like other sounds. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's not them. That's the cops. Like, they're here right now. I tried to get out. I was gonna obviously get out, but they were already there, so there was no point on even trying to run because there was a lot of cops. There was like 6, 7 cop cars out there with like two police at each. So they asked me for my name, and I'm over there telling them a whole different name, a whole different birthday, and all that. And so they get my name, they try to look it up, and they can't find it. So at this point, I'm like getting scared, like, dang, they're gonna find out, they're gonna know. So they're like, well, we can't find your name, so you're gonna have to go to social services, basically. I'm like, damn, like I'm already, basically went through that and all that. So whatever, they're like, well, we're gonna have to call. So they kept trying to figure out, who I was and all that. They kept trying to look it up, but they still couldn't find it. But the thing is that they let me go. Like, they didn't even care anymore. They were like, they just left it be, and they did whatever to the other 2 people that got in trouble with what they were doing, and took one of them to jail. And then there was a whole other time where I think they had came through because this person had went through the porch and opened it because they didn't have the keys. So they had opened it through the porch, and we were chilling, and we hear a knock, and they see it was the cops. So me and this other person hopped out the window. Like, it's obviously like 3 stories, but we were on the 2nd story. So we're like, damn, like we're gonna have to jump out. So we get out and we jump out, and I ran so fast to the bushes, and I sat there and I crunched down. I just like stood still, like my body didn't even want to move. I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Like, this other person was like, it's okay, they're gonna go right now. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And just, the only reason why they were there was because this person had hopped over the porch or whatever. But yeah, kind of sounds lame, I know, but it was like, if you were to actually be there, it was pretty like intense and like not exciting. Obviously at first it was exciting when you first go and stuff. Well, obviously it was all exciting, but some of it was scary, and yeah. Anyways, that's my story. Sorry, it was kind of scattered. I didn't, I have to kind of remember pieces here and there. But since it happened so long ago, I'm 22, so it happened when I was like 15, 16. So, yeah, a couple years ago, so I just had to remember some of it. But anyways, that was my story. It might have been boring or whatever. But, yeah. I'll be back with another video soon, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.